let me ask, it's a fun thing to make a world-class roboticist, engineer, and leader uncomfortable with a ridiculous question about life. What is the meaning of life, Dmitri, from a robotics and a human perspective? You only have a couple minutes, or 1 minute to answer, so.
I don't know if that makes it more difficult or easier. I'm very tempted to quote one of the stories by Isaac Asimov, actually appropriately titled "The Last Question," a short story where the plot is that humans build this supercomputer, this AI intelligence, and once it gets powerful enough, they pose this question to it: how can the entropy in the universe be reduced? Right. So the computer replies, and as of yet, insufficient information to give a meaningful answer, right? And then thousands of years go by, and they keep posing the same question. The computer gets more and more powerful and keeps giving the same answer. As of yet, insufficient information to give a meaningful answer, or something along those lines, right? And then it keeps happening. You fast forward like millions of years into the future, and billions of years, and at some point, it's just the only entity in the universe. It's like absorbed all humanity and all knowledge in the universe, and it keeps posing the same question to itself. And finally, it gets to the point where it is able to answer that question. But of course, at that point, there's the heat death of the universe has occurred, and that's the only entity, and there's nobody else to provide that answer to. So the only thing it can do is to answer it by demonstration. So it recreates the Big Bang, right, and resets the clock, right? I can try to give kind of a different version of the answer. Maybe not on the behalf of all humanity. I think that might be a little presumptuous for me to speak about the meaning of life on the behalf of all humans, but at least personally, it changes, right? I think if you think about kind of what gives you and your life meaning and purpose, and kind of what drives you, it seems to change over time, right? And the lifespan of your existence. Just when you just enter this world, right? It's all about kind of new experiences, right? You get like new smells, new sounds, new emotions, right? And that's what's driving you, right? You're experiencing new, amazing things, right? And that's magical, right? That's pretty awesome, right? That gives you kind of meaning. Then you get a little bit older, you start more intentionally learning about things, right? I guess actually before you start intentionally learning, probably fun. Fun is a thing that gives you kind of meaning and purpose and the thing you optimize for, right? And fun is good. Then you get start learning, and I guess that this joy of comprehension and discovery is another thing that gives you meaning and purpose and drives you, right? Then you learn enough stuff, and you want to give some of it back, right? So impact and contributions back to technology or society, people, local or more globally, becomes a new thing that drives a lot of kind of your behavior, and something that gives you purpose and that you derive positive feedback from, right? Then you go, and so on and so forth. You go through various stages of life. If you have kids, that definitely changes your perspective on things. I have 3. That definitely flips some bits in your head in terms of what you care about and what you optimize for, and what matters, what doesn't matter, right? So and so on and so forth, right? And it seems to me that it's all of those things, and as kind of you go through life, you want these to be additive, right? New experiences, fun, learning, impact. You want to be accumulating all of it. I don't want to stop having fun or experiencing new things, and I think it's important that it just kind of becomes additive as opposed to a replacement or subtraction. But those few is probably as far as I got. But ask me in a few years, I might have 1 or 2 more to add to the list.